Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. So I'm back from a much needed break. And thank you guys so much for still supporting the channel. I have seen nothing but growth in my views and also growth in subscribers. So to all the new subscribers, welcome and thank you for subscribing. So let's get into today's video. So what you see right now is two custom color bundles that I did on my client. So I colored the bundles the day before, and this is my IG channel, and if you like to follow me, definitely do so. So I show more details on my IG, or something just a little different, let me say, on my IG than when I show on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, you will see content as well. Usually I post on the days that I am at the salon. So let me stop rambling and let's get into today's video. All right, you guys, so this is me preparing the color. I did use a 6RB in color sync with a 10 volume to do a deposit on the hair, and I allowed it to sit for 20 minutes. So what you will see me do right here is just basically apply the color. Please disregard my face because I be making faces when I'm doing hair, and yeah, like, just disregard it. But right now what I'm doing is just applying the color. You must apply very fast because this color sets as soon as it sets on the hair, it starts to deposit and it starts to change. Now I am a fan of the Matrix color line. I love that color line. Also, I love the fact that they do have a hotline that you can call to get information on how to apply the color, how to formalize the color if you want to make changes and things of that sort. It's very educational. So I definitely recommend to new stylists, old stylists, any type of level you are when it comes to styling hair. If you're interested in doing color, I highly suggest the Matrix line because you get so much support on top of the fact it is a beautiful color line. And they also have a color line for curly hairs. All right, you guys. So it's two things in this video that I would like to highlight for you guys to take home with you, and that I think is very important when it comes to color treated hair. And the number one thing is how to care for color treated natural hair. And how do you know if your hair is healthy enough to take a color treated service? All right, you guys. So I want to give you the 5 signs that I look for when I am examining all of my clients' hair and when I make the decision if the hair is healthy enough for a color service or even bleach. But before I give you those tools, I want to say please go to a professional when it comes to doing any type of chemical service. You want to make sure someone is on top of your head that knows what they're doing. I definitely don't suggest to do this at home. Now, I have had many of people come to me and let me know that going to a professional is very difficult for them to find some, and also some have told me it's basically impossible. And for people that are in that situation, my professional opinion would be I wouldn't do any type of chemical service to my hair if I'm not 100% comfortable, and also if I don't have 100% of the education behind it, because it is a very high risk. if I was in that type of situation, then I will play around maybe with styles or maybe protective styling, but no type of chemical service, because a chemical service can be a problem and it can become a problem very fast. So that's just my professional opinion. I wouldn't do any type of chemical service if I didn't go to a professional. But as I always say, it is your guys' hair, and what you choose to do with your own hair, you have that right. So, what I look for is the shine, the elasticity, the softness, the fullness, and also I ask, what is your hair care regimen or routine when you're at home? How do you care for your hair? Now, the funny thing, the last one should be the first one, because caring for your hair and the routine is very important. So, but let's go in order. The shine. Now, if your hair has its natural shine, which I know with natural hair it can quickly look dull or anything like that, but where you get your natural shine, it goes back to the routine of your hair. So if you find yourself shampooing and deep conditioning, and I say that twice because that is very important. So making sure you deep condition your hair every 2 weeks and making sure your hair stay hydrated helps with keeping the shine and the moisture and the health of the hair. The elasticity. So the elasticity is actually the bounce back of the hair. Do your hair have the ability to bounce back from a chemical service? Because with the chemical service, it does break down the bonds and it makes it weaker. So that's important to make sure the elasticity of the hair is healthy as well, sorry. That goes back to your hair care routine, and also if you had done anything previously before. So if you have done any type of chemical service before, and when I say before, I always ask my client within the last 6 months to a year, because chemical service can stay in the hair for a very long time. Okay, moving along, softness. And we all love soft hair. This is very important. When I am touching the hair, your hair should feel soft. If you are taking care of your hair and doing the proper things, like, once again, deep condition your hair, not only would your hair feel soft to the touch, it will be hydrated and moisturized, which is very important as well. Also, making sure your ends is properly trimmed and you are getting the dead ends off. Holding on to dead ends break down the hair faster than anything possible. Something as small as getting your ends trimmed will actually bring life back to the hair instantly, you guys. I know some people, it's a phobia of getting your ends trimmed because you probably have went through a trauma of someone taking too much. But honestly, to be honest, you have to get to the point of getting over that so you can properly care for your hair, because you must take care of your ends to retain healthy hair growth. It's a must. Just like deep condition is very important, trimming your ends is absolutely important. And also, like I said, goes back to caring for your hair to make sure your hair is soft to the touch. You don't want to do anything to your hair if it feels dry, brittle, hard. No. Okay, so the next one would be fullness. Now, this varies depending on the texture and the density of the hair. So when I say density, that more leans toward if your hair is fine, medium, or coarse. So if your hair leans more to the coarser side, then usually you have more strands and more hair on the head. If your hair leans more to the finer side, then it's the opposite of that, that your hair, you have less strands and it's really fine. And if your hair is in the middle, then of course it meets in the middle between those two. Now, when I speak about also texture, texture does play a part in how your hair looks to the eye. So, more people that have four texture like 4A, 4B, 4C, their hair looks more fuller and thicker because of how close the curls are together. And usually people that has more of the 3, 2, or 1, anything less than that, then of course their curls are more bigger and farther apart. So it does look more to a finer texture, and also it doesn't look as full as someone with 4C hair. So those things play into factor when you think about the fullness of the hair, but you always want to make sure your hair is healthy when it comes to your full, your shine, the softness. These things play a major part into making the decision if you want to do a chemical service to your hair, because with the chemical service, this can become a problem more than a style or a solution if you go in there uneducated, or if your hair is already dealing with problems. So if you're dealing with overshedding, breakage, damage, or your hair is falling out, please do not do any type of chemical service. Okay, so the very last one will be hair care routine. In this question, I always ask my clients, how do you take care of your hair at home? This gives me the ideal if doing color will be more of a problem for you or more of a hindrance to your hair care regimen, or would this be something easily to just incorporate? Because whatever you do at home, you need to bump that up. So if you're someone that take care of your hair, which means like you shampoo and wash your hair uh, every 2 weeks, you deep condition your hair every 2 weeks. Maybe you're someone to go to the salon and you go to the salon to get your hair care treatments, things of that sort. Or if you do it at home, you treat your hair at home. But you basically make your hair a priority for your weekly schedule or bi-weekly schedule. Now, if you're someone that don't take care of your hair, you have to be honest with yourself when it comes to doing things like this, because honesty will get you a long way. If you someone that some people say, I'm a lazy natural, which I'm assuming by making that statement, you're saying, I really don't do too much when it comes to my hair. I just let it grow, let it do whatever it wants to do. Now, if that's who you are, then you got to be honest with yourself, and I wouldn't suggest any type of chemical service because you have to be up on it. So with color, you want to make sure you deep condition your hair probably more often than normal. So I will let you know, deep condition your hair once a week. Make sure you are actually deep conditioning your hair. Put a plastic cap on your hair, get under the dryer for 15 to 20 minutes. You need to use strengthening shampoo, strengthening conditioner, because you want to think about what is happening when I make this change to my hair. The strength of my hair is changing. So when you are selecting a shampoo or a conditioner, you always look for what is the problem with my hair at this moment. If your hair is dry, then you want to look for moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. If your hair is weak, then you want to look for strengthening shampoo and conditioner. If your hair is colored and maybe you feel like my color is dull and maybe you have a red color, you can always look for shampoo and conditioner that intensify the color of your hair. things of that sort. Always look for what's the problem with my hair, and is it a brand or a shampoo out there that actually treat and cater to that, more than getting hair that says I getting shampoo that says curly shampoo or curly conditioner. If we all have curly hair, what is the problem with your hair? That's what you look for. So the regimen, the routine is very important. Also, do you get your ends trimmed? That's very important because damaged ends increase dryness, breakage, and brittleness to the hair. So make sure you getting your ends trimmed. I always incorporate, do your hot oil treatments. Hot oil treatment is something that a lot of people disregard, but it brings so much benefit to the hair. It keeps the hair hydrated. It keeps the scalp hydrated. It moisturizes the hair and moisturizes the scalp. It helps fight against dandruff. It helps fight against breakage, damage, anything of the sort. As you can see with my client hair right now, with the change of the color, her hair is still shiny. Her hair is still, the life of the hair is still there. The shininess, the bounce, everything, the integrity of the hair is still there. That's important to take care of your hair, you guys. Okay, you guys, so let's fall into the second part of this video. I'm not trying to keep you guys for too long, but how to keep your hair healthy when it is color treated. So the first thing is picking the right shampoo and conditioner. Condition your hair. Less heat, less problems. And the last thing is healthy ends. Making sure your ends is healthy is very important when you're dealing with your hair in general, but definitely when you have color treated hair, having healthy ends will always give you the great benefit of having healthy, shiny, beautiful hair. Okay, so using the proper shampoo and conditioner for your hair is so important, especially because your hair is now chemically treated. I always let my clients know to use a strengthening shampoo and conditioner. It helps with building the strength back into the hair. Being consistent with your shampoo and your deep conditionings helps keep the integrity, the health, the shine, the moisture, and also the strength of the hair. So your shampoo and your conditioner is the most important thing when it comes to laying down that foundation to keep your hair healthy. Now, if you would like to purchase the shampoo and conditioner that I use at the salon, then I will put the information down in the description for you guys to take advantage of that if you like to. And also, if you find yourself in a position of where you feel like your color is dull and it needs a little more life to it, then you can always incorporate a shampoo that does deal with the color of the hair. So hers will be more of a red, so she can always use red shampoo to intensify the color and to intensify the shine of the color as well. But it's important to utilize the right shampoo and conditioner to keep your hair strong, healthy, and vibrant. Okay, the second most important thing, condition, condition. Conditioning your hair. I don't know how many times I need to tell you guys how important this is, but it really, really is. It's very important to keep your hair hydrated, moisturized, and conditioned. And once again, how do you condition your hair? By placing a plastic cap on top of your head and sitting under the dryer for 15 to 20 minutes. Please do not think just applying conditioner on your hair, walking around the house, going to sleep, waking up the next day, running errands, all of this is considered deep conditioning the hair. No, it's actually not. You are creating more problems for your hair. Leaving the conditioner on your hair and the excess water can increase brittleness, dryness, dullness, frizziness, tangleness to the hair. Also, it can increase your split ends. Also, it will make your hair feel gummy and it creates breakage. So you want to deep condition your hair, not allow conditioner to sit on your hair for a long period of time. That is not how you care for your hair, you guys. Okay, less heat, less damage. And that is so true. With applying heat constantly to the hair, it does slowly take out the moisture to the hair. Also, it slowly breaks down the hair and become more of a problem, and it can become into having damage and creating heat damage to the hair. So you want to stay away from heat as much as possible. So I highly suggest to apply heat to the hair maybe twice out of the month. So every 2 weeks, or even if you feel like you can do less than that and you can extend in less than that, that's great. But I wouldn't apply heat to my hair every single time I just want to style it. All right, so the last one, having healthy ends. And this is very important. Having healthy ends contribute to having healthy hair. So I always let my clients know to make sure you get your ends trimmed every 8 to 12 weeks, and that's about 2 to 3 months. And that's just getting your ends dusted. That doesn't mean that you are taking off 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of hair. No, that's just getting your ends seen, getting your ends trimmed, and keeping healthy ends. And moving on with your life. That is so important to make sure your hair stay healthy, is to protect your ends, you guys. All right, so that is it, you guys. We are coming to the end of this video. I'm not gonna lie, I am dealing with a major headache. So I am about to go take me some Tylenol and go lay down. But before I end this video, please leave comments down below. Have you colored your hair? Are you interested in coloring your hair? After listening to everything I said, do you think your hair is healthy enough to color your hair? And if you have colored your hair, have you taken some of these tips to keep your hair healthy? Let's chat down below. I enjoy talking to you guys, messaging you guys, and getting to know you guys. And if you like this video, then please go check out more of my videos where I show myself doing a color service. This came out so beautiful. This was her birthday. Happy birthday. And I hope you enjoy. Talk to you guys later. Remember to drink your water for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Bye bye.